is The Backrooms, a short film I created earlier this year, which features a guy trying to buy a digicam who then falls into the backrooms. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I made certain scenes and why I made certain decisions.
This is record. These are different modes. You can zoom in, zoom out.
I know how to use a camera. Alright, so you got the money?
Yup.
Thank you so much. So in this first little beginning shot, we have, this is the intro to the whole video. We have me talking with a guy I'm supposedly buying a little digicam from. So in this scene, it's kind of weird the way I did it. I didn't actually have any friends to have here because at this point I had just moved to a new house in a new area of the city, and I had moved away from all of the friends that I had, so I couldn't actually get some of my friends to help me film this. So what I did was I used this program called 11 Labs. Now, I hate AI as much as the next guy, but I literally didn't have any choice unless I just wanted to like detune my voice. Then it would have sounded weird. So what I did is I basically recorded this at the same spot that I was, but I just explained as if I was the person filming. It was by mistake. I got myself mixed up, but this is record. These are different modes. You can zoom in, zoom out. Alright. Wait a minute, I'm not... This... At the end's me realizing that I'm not doing the right thing. But I did end up using it and running it through 11 Labs, which gave me the other guy, which I guess doesn't sound that bad, but you know, it's AI. You can only get so far. This is what the audio for the actual no-clip sound effect looks like. We have a bunch of different little bits, like this is video file, I think, and I ran it through the raw data. If we go in here, import raw data, it's just like the most glitchy sounding effect, and if we solo it, it sounds pretty cool. These are all from a pack that I found online, so it's actually the same one Kane used. So that's the glitch sound effect. Let's go to the next part. What the fuck? No. Fuck. The fuck? Is this the fucking Backrooms? What? No, So this intro scene is decently long, but it's actually separated into a couple different parts, but you can't tell because I edited it together in a way where you can't tell. So, first off, this entire beginning sequence was going to be completely different, which is why in the video you would expect the main character to be more worried and like, how did I get here? How can I leave? But in the original take of this video, what happened was I walked downstairs and the room has been replaced with the back rooms, which was cool and everything, but I found a new niche in the process of this video, and I really just wanted to get this project out because I wanted to work on Voices of the Void content instead. So because of that, I didn't want to do the visual effects that would be replacing that room with the back rooms. That's why he's way more chill than he should be in the video, because he knew that this entire time he could just walk out and leave. But he didn't. Okay, and it's locked. Great. Something I should bring up about this whole project, it was all done using a program on my phone called Camtrack AR. In fact, It was all done in the span of like pretty much a week. The thing is that I just did not have the wits to keep going at it, and it ended up just getting packed in the back of my files for a couple of months. Since this was recorded in Camtrack AR, we can actually take a look at the video that came out of it. In this video, an idea that I had where you voice act while you're recording the movement of the scene, which works in a lot of places and it makes it feel less disjointed. So Camtrack AR, when you're using it, outputs both motion data that you can put into Blender and an actual video that has audio. So this is the video that was used in that scene.
Okay, and it's locked. Great.
So this was my old house. This video was like pretty much made in the process of me moving. So because of that, this is in a entirely different house.
Damn. That turns off all the lights. Damn!
This scene right here was the most technically complicated out of all of them, probably. Technically complicated in terms of how I did the lights. The lights are a complicated little element in the scene. We can actually see them right here. So we can see that in this scene, I can change the brightness of the lights. Each light, I have a setting where each light varies in color temperature. So we have a 2000. If I were to set this to like 10,000, you can see that each light can vary massively in their temperature variance. It's something I noticed at school when I was looking at the lights, is that each light was slightly either more red coated or blue coated. And because of that, there's quite a little bit of nodes. It's more complicated than it actually is.
This whole place just doesn't make any sense.
This has got to be the worst scene in the video. It is just me walking, but on the day that I filmed this, I was in front of the house, but it was super windy and wet, and I wouldn't be able to record my own voice. So what I did is I pretended, I held my phone out, was recording audio, and just pretended to act like I did in the scene. But something went wrong, and it sounds like ass. This was also the first video where I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna use that AI program to add background noise because I didn't have the actual footsteps. You couldn't hear the actual footsteps because I was outside and had to mute the audio. So it just ended up, this is the worst scene in the video.
Jeez, it's dark. Oh. Okay then. What the fuck?
This scene,
Jeez, it's dark.
which is where the AI is very obvious. But this is the only part that I think sounds good with the AI, but I just overused it. I think this is a cool scene. It's just kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it's weird. It's just kind of weird.
What the fuck? Why wasn't that being held on? Who just leaves the ceilings unchecked? This is ridiculous.
This is probably the best looking part of it, in my opinion. Best looking part of the video. I think I did a really good job at making a broken light. This is what it looks like. We can actually watch it fall. It kind of looks weird. It kind of looks hand animated. I actually physics simulated this, but it didn't work out too well.
What the fuck? What? Why is there just a massive hole? Real quick. gonna stick my camera inside.
This is the weirdest scene in the video. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but because this is a pre-rendered video. This was actually a test from a month or two before. Because in the final cut of this video, it had broken. So basically, when I rendered out this version of the scene, weird things were happening with the exposure, as you can tell, and the boolean wasn't far enough down in the floor, so it ended up where there's still a piece that was stuck, so the camera just phases through the floor, which isn't good. So if you learned anything through this video, please leave a like and subscribe. At the time of recording that video, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't have that much of an opinion about AI, but now I do, and I feel bad for using it in that video, but it's already out, and yeah. So, have a good day.